Steph Curry is the reason why the United States have a gold medal right now. And they showed a stat where his last 4 games before the Serbia and the France one, he shot like 5 of 20. But these last 2 games clearly showed why they needed him. But I'll go over the whole game quickly and just point out certain things that I saw that stood out to me. So right off the bat, LeBron had a big block on Yabusele in the first quarter. Yabusele ended up posterizing him later, I think in the second quarter. And I also noticed that France didn't back down. They had a lot of fight in them, and they really believed that they could win this game. There was a play early on when Durant got into Frank Ntilikina's face. I don't think I'm pronouncing his name right, but he was a guy who played on the Knicks at one point, a point guard. He got right up in his face again. Just little things like that I noticed that showed me, okay, they're here. There was another play where Booker shoved one of the players on France, and Yabusele came right up in his face. You know, just no back down. That's what you need if you're going up against a team like the USA, that belief that you have. And to further show that the courage was there for them, even a guy like Bilal Coulibaly, again, I'm probably not pronouncing these names right, I know, so just let me live. He's on the Wizards, an NBA player, a young guy, 20 years old. And I remember he said that in an interview, Pascal Siakam was the easiest superstar to guard. I believe he was asked the question, and that was his answer. So the confidence with this team is there. However, when you're going up against a team like USA, most times, even when you have all that heart, it may not be enough because you're up against so much talent. I gotta talk about LeBron, man. LeBron had so much plays in the game where when he's attacking the basket full throttle, he still looks like he's in his prime. And when I say prime, I mean he still looks like he hasn't aged at all. Like, it really amazes me the athletic ability that he still has to go coast to coast. But moving along, Anthony Davis had a really good two-way game, in my opinion, especially crashing the boards, both offensively and defensively. Let's talk about Yabusele, though. That's another guy on France, and I mentioned him earlier, obviously. I'm surprised he's not in the NBA, or is he just balling out of his mind in these Olympics? He's a versatile player. He's really strong down in the post, has a good finishing touch around the rim, athletic, as you saw with the LeBron dunk that he did. He can shoot the ball, play defense. He's a really good player, man. So if you're from France, I really like that guy that you have on your squad. I do think France should have attacked down low more often. There was a lot of plays where I saw Drew Holiday trying to guard Wembanyama, or Rudy Gobert had Drew Holiday, whether they got a switch or however it happened. But you saw Drew Holiday guarding a guy that he was clearly not tall enough to guard. That's something I think they should have tried to exploit more. Then again, Drew is a very smart defender and physical, knows how to use his body. So he still was given trouble even though he had a height disadvantage. Let's get to Victor. Victor Wembanyama had a really great game. I think he did everything that he could to really try to beat them. This was the most aggressive that I saw him too. Or maybe I haven't really been watching enough of France, but he looked a lot more aggressive from start to finish. He was visibly crying tears after the game, which is a huge indicator to me that they didn't come just to say, hey, we got silver. We tried our best to beat USA. In their heart, they really believe, yo, we can win this game. And as I was saying before, the intensity and them not backing down, I could tell that they came here to win, not just to say we got second place and we lost to a really great team. Jason Tatum got some playing time. For the Boston Celtics fans out there wondering why he hasn't been playing much. And there was one play that stood out where Steph Curry had the ball and he was ahead of Jason Tatum. They were both on a fast break. And Steph literally passed the ball behind him just so Jason Tatum could accelerate past him and get an easy basket. That was an obvious play to me to really get your teammate involved. Outside of that, though, I'm going to be honest, Jason Tatum didn't do anything that stood out or anything at all that really impacted the game. Not to say that he played bad, it's just he went out there, he missed a couple shots, and that was pretty much it. I got to bring up, too, Evan Fournier and Rudy Gobert coming off the bench. You know, it's kind of the same thing what I was saying where I saw Jamal Murray coming off the bench for Canada. I don't understand. Well, I do understand, but I don't agree with the philosophy unless you have an abundance of talent. And it's kind of like Draymond said, if you're not coming off the bench in the Olympics for a team like the USA and you're on another team, it just is very telling, right? And so I think both of those guys should have been in the lineup, at least one of them. Fournier played really good, though. He was hitting shots. Rudy played decent. There was some times where he got the ball down low and he fumbled it a little bit. There was other times where he made a decent play around the basket. He didn't look like the defensive liability on the perimeter that I think Team USA was trying to exploit, because there was moments in the game where it looked like, oh, pass the ball to whoever Rudy is guarding and let him try to cook. That didn't really happen. In the end, Team USA gets another gold medal. And to me, it was all mostly thanks to Steph Curry. Once again, put it on some huge heroics and shots. Y'all probably seen all the highlights already. Anyways, let me know what you think about the game. Do you like what France did? What do you think about USA moving forward? Also, while you're still here, check the description for our Amazon link to get the Kobe Bryant Mamba Mentality book in his own words, describing the game and breaking things down from his perspective. As always, peace and salute for listening.